Oh boy, this week has been a rough one. Probably one of the roughest I've seen in a long time. But how about we ignore all those games that'll be showing up later and we focus on the games that are maddest of hype, coolest of cool. Let's look at Risk of Rain. Man, what hasn't already been said about this game? It is a four-player co-op that is awesome. Um, yeah, it's roguelike. You play it over and over. It's just if you haven't bought it already, highly recommended. Okay, let's move on. This game, you solve puzzles pretty much. You get like a list of you get a crime and you pretty much hear people and then you just make the decision of who did the crime. It's kind of like a board game, really, with a lot of with a really nice UI. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tropico 6, don't really need to explain it. Tropico is a great simulation game. Totally accurate. Battle Simulator has been out for a long time, but it's finally coming to Steam. Everybody loves it. Much more liked than the other simulator. Yeah, it's just a really cool simulator where you battle people for no apparent reason other than to have fun. And video games are all about having fun. Um, a fighting game. A fighting game about gods. Like, what can I say? You gotta be Jesus. You gotta be Buddha. If you like fighting games and you want to be a god, I don't know. Not a lot else to say other than you want to play it. Um, this game is I don't actually. Oh, psychological horror. Um, yeah, it's a visual novel that's well designed with really, great UI. Everything looks really nice. Um, Part visual novel, part I don't know. Seems actually really, really unique and interesting. Um, reminds me of that bird dating game. Says psychological horror, so you know, probably super crazy. Um, RTS. You don't get a lot of RTSs that look semi decent, and this has a pretty decent aesthetic. Yeah, a base building, RTS. I don't know if you like RTSs and you really want one. There you go. This game is really now we're getting to the sketchy games, a little bit sketchier. Um, this game I've looked really deeply into it. It looks super. It looks bad. It really does look bad, but a lot of people do enjoy it in the reviews. Right now it's mostly negative, but as you can see, clearly see, very positive. I don't know if people say they like it because they're being nice or if it's actually enjoyable to some people. Don't know, but hey, a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so there you go. Oh boy. I couldn't really find gameplay about this, so I just looked up a YouTube video because the Steam page is not happening. Clearly, very indistinguishable. This is the actual gameplay. Whoops, that's loud. That's real loud. Seem interesting? You know, 104 people did review this. Well, can't really say too much about that game other than I don't know how anybody played it. No offense, no offense. Um, this is a visual novel that has sexy time things, and actually doesn't look like absolute garbage. Visually, anyways, the art style looks okay. Yeah, it's a visual novel that people like. What can I say? Um, I have no idea how this game got as much traction as it did, but people are hype about this game. What is going on in this game? I really wouldn't show this game usually, but mother of goodness, do people enjoy this game? I really don't know. I really don't understand. But, whatever. Oh, this is a pretty much a meme game. I hate having to put a game like this, but if people have fun, people have fun. I mean, if that seems fun to you, then there you go. I really hope that music wasn't like copyrighted. That would be lame. Okay, this looks like a pretty good shooter. Pretty good shoot 'em up. Really nice visuals. Maybe too nice. Some people don't like such a colorful aesthetic, but you know, I like games that give me epilepsy. Maybe not to that degree. This game is mixed. I don't know. People do. This game seems to have been played by quite a bit of people, and it's a tower defense. If you're really into tower defense and you really want tower defense, maybe you could try this out. But look into the reviews, check it out. People say this game sucks really badly, but visually it looks nice. And a lot of the people in the reviews said that there's a possibility of it becoming better. So because it's in early access, there's potential. I probably wouldn't buy it now. I'd probably wait a long time and see what happens, because a lot of early access games really get thrown away. But potential. This is a what you call it? I mean, this is a what do you call those games? I mean, you know what this type of game is, but a lot of people did enjoy it. I usually wouldn't put this type of game on here, but it seems like there's actually a little bit of gameplay management in this, and people did like this, so I'm gonna keep it in here. This is a free to play game, so I thought somebody liked this and it's free to play. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, there you go. This is a visual novel, dating sim. I mean, I don't know where this comes from, but it seems like it has its own community. If you're hyped, you're hyped. Visual novel that looks really like probably the nicest art style I've seen so far. Also the most generic anime art style, but visual novel. This is really great aesthetic, really nice art style. I actually have no idea what the gameplay is. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Positive reviews, great art style. Don't know if it actually. I don't even know what's happening, but it looks cool. It looks well designed. What else can I say? It's mixed, but most of the top reviews are positive. Seems like people actually do enjoy it. Some of the animations seem a little rough. Yeah, I don't know. Seems okay. This is a port of a really, really old game. You probably already know about it if you care about it. There we go. This is just a prop hunt in a different form for the 100th time. If you love prop hunt. This is a 4-player co-op game that doesn't look like trash. Doesn't look very good, but it doesn't look like trash. This is just kind of like a game where you just like relax, chillax, and yeah, I don't know. It's a game. It looks so relaxing to a certain degree, and people did enjoy it. This is a puzzle game. It looks really boring, but people do like puzzle games, and it was well reviewed. This is an adventure game that actually looks really nice aesthetically. I think this looks really great, for sure. This looks like a horrendous. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but Jesus, this looks like a bad Sim City. I'm just being a hater, but people did enjoy it. This is weird. This is Serious Sam. I have no idea how this game didn't get more popular, like close to Risk of Rain territory, because it's so well made. This is probably one of the best made games, but it seems like no one cared. I mean, I think it looks fantastic. This is probably the game I'd play the most because it looks so cool. But whatever. This is a Clash Royale, Clash of Clans VR game. That's all I gotta say. This is like a space pirate. You're not actually in space, but you're like you're in the air, and you're like a pirate in VR. You could play it without VR, And yeah, it's kind of a roguelike. People compare it to FTL. People really love it, and people say it's really well made. So if you're looking for like a VR FTL experience, there you go. This is like the sketchiest game that I saw, but people did enjoy it. Some people did enjoy it. Um, Looks really bad. I'll be real with you. It looks really bad, but you know, if you're really really into these type of games, there you go. Okay, let's do this. So these are my top picks for the kind of shovelware of games that no one cares about, but I think the ones that I find most interesting, the coolest. Um, this art style is just I really like it. It's a point and click adventure that has a fantastic art style. I don't know what else to say. I'm digging it. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is like an adventure game that has like it just looks it looks like it came out on the GameCube and no one bought it, and it did not become a classic or a cult classic in any way. It just died, and that's that. It seems like there's a group of people that really like this game. Supposedly it's good to a certain degree. A lot of adventuring, a lot of skills, a lot of cool things. So supposedly it's pretty decent. This game looks ham. This game is ham I am. Um, yeah, it's just like a trippy. I don't even know what type of game this is. It's just insane. Uh, this just has a great art style. You know, there you go. Oh, this game looks insane too. Like you're using bats. It's like an adventure. You're platforming. You're. It's like it looks bananas. But oh man, banana Anna. Come on. This game is ham. This is just a four-player co-op. This game looks really weird. Somebody said it like was okay. There you go. This is just a puzzle game. 100 puzzles. I think you get the gist of what the puzzles are just by looking at it. This game has a great art style, a great trailer, but the people were like, it's in early access and it needs a lot of work, and right now it's in a really rough state and it's not worth playing. But looks really great and it is promising. Um, this is a tank game that is local multiplayer, so that's great. Um, I mean, it's what you think it is. This is like the same exact thing, except it does not have local multiplayer. Not the same exact thing, but pretty close. And sadly, it's only online, which means that it's gonna die. If it was local, it would have a chance. Um, as far as I can tell, it's not local. But game looks really really cool. I wish it was local. I would definitely buy it if it was. This is like a not Metroid, a Mega Man game. It looks okay. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It looks okay. This game looks bananas. This is a banana again. Look at this. This game is insane. It's like an hour long from what I read in the reviews. It's insane. Oh my god. I definitely would like playing this game. It's so silly. Okay. This is like a classic like NES game. I don't even know if it is it's in English. Yeah, it's a classic NES game, and it's not very good. Probably, it's probably okay. Um, but if you want to play a classic NES game, then there you go. This game looks really cool aesthetically. Um, it actually makes no sense to me aesthetically. It looks like a lot of fun. Um, yeah, I'm digging it. People really love this. People say it's a fantastic tower defense in the reviews. I think it looks like absolute garbage visually. Possibly because the trailer looks like garbage. I do not highly recommend this game, but people do say it's very good art, tower defense. I will give it that. People say in the reviews that this is a fantastic tycoon game. I think visually it looks like garbage. and like no animations, just terrible. But people say it's a really good tycoon game, and I'm just going by the reviews here. This game looks like this is just like an asymmetrical. You can play it local co-op with split screen, and as you can clearly see, split screen. You're trying to like find do stuff like I don't know. You're just like trying to find the baby, and like it's just really stupid, but it looks like stupid fun for only $2. Um, that's all I can say. Okay, now we're gonna move into we're moving into the games that I do not think look even worth playing at all. But these games are liked by somebody, and they're playable. They're playable, dude. I feel like it'd be bad to not show them. Um, people do like this game. I think it looks atrocious. Um, but people do like it. It's a snake game with like puzzles and stuff. Um, there's like 100 levels. There you go. You're riding a horse, shooting arrows. It's like a horse simulator. I don't know. You're on a farm, kind of like a Barbie game or whatever. There you go. This is Picross. Somebody liked this game. I think it looks unbelievably bad, but somebody liked it. There you go. This is a roguelike game from China, I guess. It looks really bad, but every Chinese person that's played it said it was pretty good. Some guy gave it a 6 out of 10 because I can read numbers, not Chinese. Okay. This game looks like I would highly recommend no one buys this. But people did review this and say it was kind of okay. It's a survival game, and actually, it's not. I don't even know it's a survival game. Either way, it looks really bad. This is a puzzle game. I think yeah, this is a puzzle game. If you're really into puzzle games, there you go. This is a game where you play with like a bunch of people, and it's like a party game, and everybody like tries to take control of the map, and with their thumbstick, and it's really simple. You play with your grandma. It's kind of a game that it's a party game. It's super simple. So if you want a game that you can play with anybody, including your grandma, that's the game. This is a horrific version of oh boy, I think Fire Emblem. If you thought Fire Emblem on the GBA, think about it. If it was on the Game Boy, it's like oh boy, no animations, really rough. This is based on a story, an actual book, from what I could tell, and branching paths. There's gameplay. Yeah. Okay, it's a VR game, and it's being ported. You could also play it non-VR, and you're in World War One or World War Two or whatever, and it looks like. So this game is like a platformer where you keep spinning the thing. I think you get the idea. You spin the camera, and then you go like that. This is I don't even know, Bejeweled or something. I don't know. Somebody liked it. This is a I think you know what this I think you know what type of game this is. I don't need to go into depth. RPG Maker game. There you go. This is a port of a phone game. It actually doesn't look like the worst phone game ever. There you go. This game looks. There's no reviews. I have no idea how this game works. Looks okay. Yeah. I don't know what else I can say. This is a indie fighting game that looks absolutely atrocious, but support your indie scene, I guess, if you're into indie fighting games. This is a game about, I think you play against other people. No, it's single player. I don't even know what type of game this is, but it doesn't look bad. It's probably like a puzzle game with like code maybe or something, but there you go. This is a game. You know what? I don't even need to explain it. There you go. Okay. This is a racing, drifting game. Looks, yeah, you know what it is. I don't even need to go into it. I don't even know if this is even like worth even like. I mean, this game exists. There you go. Okay. I don't even know if this game is worth playing in any capacity, but it doesn't look atrocious. It's from Russia. Got to support the Russian brothers. I mean, It's a puzzle. I mean, it's a platformer. It's pretty much just a platformer. If you like platformers a lot and you wanted to support your Russian developers, there you go. I don't even know if this game works. I couldn't find any gameplay whatsoever. Um, it looks like a Telltale game in World War One. Seems really cool. No one reviewed it. Probably barely. It probably doesn't even work on PC. It probably crashes your PC and gives you a virus. But I couldn't find anything, and I have to give them the benefit of the doubt that this game isn't going to give you a virus. Okay, okay. Now we're into the games that aren't in English, but I think look cool. A lot of Chinese people think this game is great. It's a Three Kingdom game that is free. It's supposedly like it's like a community game where everybody like adds to it and all that stuff. It's crazy. It's supposed to be like forever building the perfect Three Kingdom game. People love it. Not in English. There you go. Okay, so this is just like a JRPG, not in English. Again, people liked it. There you go. This game looks really like a really cool visual novel game. Not in English, sadly. Dude, this game looks cool. If it was in English, I'd definitely play this game. Okay. Okay, this is, I think you know what this game is. It's not in English. Okay, we're done. Woo! So, whew. This was a really rough week in games. I just want to wrap this up by saying this is really rough. And, yeah, I don't know. You thought the games I showed you were rough, bro. Yeah, think not, because I took out like so many terrible games. This is to be remembered like the roughest week of them all. Okay, I hope you got something out of this, guys. Thanks. I appreciate anybody that's watched this. Hopefully next week won't be as rough, and hopefully every week I can try to make this more and more palatable for you guys. Thank you, and goodbye.